I decided to look for a stock that was moderately sized company, so it still has a lot of potential for growth. I also wanted to look for a stock that is relatively stable. Sorry, I didn't get my sleeping slide. The stock I found was NETGEAR. Also, I was looking for a stock that was undervalued as well, and this stock seemed to fit that very well. So NETGEAR, I guess you all know what it is. It's the company that makes like the routers and all that stuff. It's a telecommunications company. Basic company profile, it's a pretty new company, headquartered in California. As you can see, it's a medium-sized company, and the sector is electronic technology, industry is telecommunications. So I think one of the good things about this company is that it's in the technology industry. The technology industry is proven to do very well in the past. As you can see, technology industry in the S&P versus the S&P, it recovered much faster from the, it recovered much faster from this drop over here. And as you can see, it has much better returns. So on top of that though, so NETGEAR itself versus the technology sector is actually done even better than the technology sector. So as you can see, earned 75% over the past 5 years versus 25% for just technology sector. So as you can see, this is a very good sector. Additionally, technology is a good investment. It's innovative, and it's definitely going to be there in the future. So some of the financial information of the company. Some of the good things about it is it's a fairly, it's a fairly large company. It has 1.29 billion market cap. One of the really good things about it is that it has no debt whatsoever. So if it runs into some tough times coming up, it should be okay to take on debt and not have to worry about being too much debt. It also has a pretty good amount of cash and good revenues. Also, in addition to revenues, it has good net income. Over the past quarter, it's earned, I think, 21 million each quarter. So it's definitely growing. Some of the cons is the ROA and the ROE is a little bit below average for its industry. It's nothing too bad. I think the average ROA is probably closer to 8 or 9%. Average ROE is probably about 15%. But it's nothing to be too worried about. Some of the specifics about this stock in particular, the PE ratio is very good. I think the PE ratio for technology stocks is closer to 15. So that basically means that it's undervalued. The price of the stock per its earnings, the earnings are high, the price is low. So that means it definitely has potential for the growth in the future. Also, this PEG ratio is basically PE ratio but projecting into the future. So anything below 1 is very good. This is 0.8, so that also means it's going to grow a lot in the future, hopefully. This I saw on CNN Money said that the projected growth is 15.8%. Some of the cons, it lost value this past year. That could be a good thing since it's low. You can invest into it now. Also, the beta is a little bit higher than I want to invest in. But that does mean that it does have potential for higher growth. So why you should buy this stock? It's a stable and decent sized company, not like a huge company like Apple or anything, so it still has room to grow. Also, technology industry is a very good thing to be invested in. It's proven to have quick recoveries, and it's going to be present in the future. It's a strong financial company, no debt, and pretty good income. I think the biggest thing though is the stock is very undervalued, it's very low. So it's going to, if you invest in it now, it's maybe worth more in the future. And also, the volatility could be good or bad. If it's expected to grow, or if it's going to grow as expected, the volatility could actually be beneficial. That's about it. Any questions?
So, I'm glad you picked the technology company because I'm also a double E, so it resonates with me. But I do have to ask, you said at the very start that you like the technology industry because it's been growing for a very long time at this point. But at the same time, the technology industry is riddled with graveyards of tech companies that have died because they didn't innovate or they didn't keep up. And you said there's a lot of growth, but you said P ratio is lower than the rest and then the stock's been going down. So if you can tell me why the stock has been going down, why you think that's going to be mitigated?
So I guess I look more just the numbers compared to the actual news. It's not necessarily I guess to answer your first question, I think the company is large enough where it's a fairly stable company. It's not small enough where it's going to fall off the face of the earth, but it's still a moderate enough size where it has great potential to grow. As for the, you said the PE ratio, and then he's thinking about the PE ratio being lower?
P in the stock, like if investors are seeing it going down, why?
Yeah, I guess that was surprising to me, that I was going down. I looked at, like the PEG ratio. Even though it's gone down in the near past, it's expected to grow in the future. So I didn't research exactly why it went down, but I'm optimistic for what I was going to do in the future.
Thanks.